Okay, so on 61, we're going to do 4 of these on this page together. This is taking all the rules we've talked about today and putting them into one problem. It feels overwhelming, okay? So we're going to go a step at a time. Don't tune out. I know this class was almost over. You guys have done so great. We're going to do 61 first. So on 61, if we look at the numerator, is there anything in the numerator that I need to fix or simplify? Nothing in the numerator, right? What about in the denominator? I have this, but before I can take care of this multiplication, I need to take care of what first? Parentheses and that exponent, right? So we're going to take care of that first, okay? So circle that you're going to take care of that first. Remember, what do we do when this 6 is on the outside? What are we doing with it? We're distributing, right? We're doing that umbrella thing. So this is really 2 to the 6th power. I'm going to write it out here. 2 to the 6th power. V to the 6th power. And then what else? U to the 48 because we're multiplying. Okay, so somewhere on your paper. Go ahead. Somewhere on your paper, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Figure that out. You have your multiplication sheets. Use them. Four times 4 is 16, and then 16 times 4 should be 64.
Why you got 84 over you?
48.
I mean, yeah.
48 because 8 times 6 is 48.
Oh, I was just wondering.
Does that make sense now? Okay. So on the bottom, stay with me. It's important that you're staying organized on your paper instead of just a bunch of random stuff everywhere. On the bottom, I'm bringing this down. 2u to the 6th, v to the 5th. I still have that times there. I know that 2 to the 6th became 64. V to the 6th, u to the 48. So all I've done is rewritten the bottom right now. All I've done is rewritten the bottom. What am I going to do with that 2 and 64? Multiply. 2 times 64 is? Excellent. 128. What do we do with our exponents, though? When we can see a base for both of them, what do you do with your exponents? We're going to multiply them or we're going to add them?
Add them.
Good. So I have 6 u's and 48 u's, which gives me...
Oh.
Did you do
64?
I did 2 times 64 to get 128, yes. 54 u's.
It's only one me.
Haha. 6 plus 48
54. You're right.
is 54. How many V's do we have, Candace? 11 V's. Now, is this my problem all the way finished?
No.
That was just the bottom, right? That was the hard work. That was the bottom. So what I'm going to do is put everything over here. On the top, I had 2u to the 5th. On the bottom, I have 128. U to the 54th. V to the 11th. Now this is a manageable problem now. Remember, we take care of our coefficients first. I have 2 over 128. What is 2 over 128? 128 divided by 2 is what? 64. Let me write with a different color here. Okay, so that becomes 1 over 64. Do I have u's that I can take care of? 5 on the top, 54 on the bottom. So what am I doing with these u's? 54 subtracted by 5. 49 left on the top or on the bottom? Good. So U 49. Anything with the V's? Woo! Woo! Give your neighbor a high five, please.
You got this.
Here you go, Mandy. Okay. All right. No, we're not done. We're not done.
Oh, we're not.
No, we're not done. I still got 2 minutes of your time. Woo! My clock says 10:24 actually. That
Your
one's
clock is wrong.
okay. Well, no.
My clock say 10:30.
Here we go. Let's do 65. 65 doesn't have any coefficients, so it's going to go a little bit better. Okay, so 65 doesn't have any coefficients, so it's going to go a little bit faster. You're not going to be late. If you're late, I'll take care of it. Oh, so you could spend all morning with me? Is that what I just heard? Okay, on 65, do we need to do anything on the top? No. Okay. So let's go ahead and write, let's save, hey guys, on your paper, save this zone right here of your paper for after you've simplified like the denominator. Save this part of your paper to be able to put that over there. So I'm going to put y x to the 5th. Okay. Now we need to do a little bit of work on our denominator. What do we do with that 8? Multiply or add? Multiply or add? Multiply. So that becomes x to the 48th, y to the 56th. Okay, we're going to leave that alone. Now I have 2 to the 6th, y to the 6th. What is 2 to the 6th? We just did this one on the 1 4. 64. Do I have any other coefficients on that line? No. So this is 64y to the 6th. So I know that 64 is going to go in my denominator. How many x's do I have on the bottom total? On the bottom, how many x's on the bottom? 48. How many y's on the bottom do I have total? I have 56 and 6, right? I have to. What am I going to do with those? Am I multiplying those numbers or adding them? Good, adding them. 56 plus 6. Okay, I want you to simplify what's in my yellow circle. Simplify what's in the yellow circle. No. Well, can you reduce any of these? Can you take some things out? You can. Okay, so go ahead and reduce your variables. Do you have any y's that you can cancel? So look at your x's. You have 5 up here and 48 down here. So what do we need to do with them? 48 minus 5. Did you finish this one up? Pick up your pencil, please. 48 minus 5 gives you 43. Left in the top or in the bottom? In the bottom. And then I have 1 y in the top and 62 in the bottom. So how many y's does that leave me with? 61 on the bottom. Woo, doggies. Woo. Okay. For your homework, please. Tomorrow, listen carefully. You need to have finished this packet for tomorrow.